Hello, everyone. My name is Nima Bagheri. I'm a cybersecurity expert, entrepreneur, book author, and founder of Venak Security. I began my career in cybersecurity as a project leader at rootkit.com from 2003 to 2006, where I developed Chaz Network Security Scanner is an open source tool for a remote scanning of devices. In 2006, I started my own company, UOVD Security. I developed Venak and Avenak detection malware scanner. I also had the opportunity to speak at Malcolm conference, a cybersecurity conference in 2010 and 2011, sharing insight of how to evade antivirus softwares and discussing about Stuxnet 3.0. As you might know, my company was the company that designed a tool that catch the Stuxnet for first time. In 2013, I moved to United States. Joined Dell SonicWall as a senior security researcher, and I was responsible for designing and developing the SonicWall botnet environment and developed the SonicWall IPS scanner. Finally, in 2024, I decided to establish my own company, Venak Security. We are an MSSP. We are offering comprehensive services for small and medium-sized companies and also cybersecurity vendors. It's my pleasure to be here, and thanks for the opportunity. So today we're talking about AI malware simulator. So what is AI malware simulator? It's a red team assessment tool to evaluate the effectiveness of your antivirus, your firewall, UTM, and cloud security services. This is how it works. We had thousands of malicious source codes. We trained our AI model with it. And in the process, it started that when, for example, you want to ask, hey, create a ransomware for me. So based on the training, it will create a ransomware for you. And it will have a testing procedure, and then we compiling the output and assembly linking, and we're creating an exe file. I have a live demo, and I will show it to you how it works. So what problem we are solving? So we are providing AI-generated samples to test every feature of your EDR, your sandbox, and also is good for AV engine for future AI-generated malware attacks. For example, if someone generated used AI to generate a malware, you would already have sort of a compiled version of that in your database. So that will really help you to catch the unknown malwares, like the malwares that are coming in the future. So what's the purpose of our AI malware simulator? So you can simulate realistic malware attacks to your network. And I think this is a very good example that how like you're expecting to defend yourself, and you will see how well your system will react. You can also customize malware for your sandbox testing. I think this is a very special needs for a lot of companies because you know when we are working with the cybersecurity companies, they will say, "Oh well, how do we know if that this system can catch this specific ransomware or this specific technique in you know cybersecurity or malware?" So this is also help you to customize a malware that for your sandbox testing. Also is good for training to incident response team. So now you know how your team will respond. So so what are the features of the malware simulator? So basically, it's a multi-component app. Is function as a real malware, and you can customize it as ransomware, keylogger, fileless malware, backdoors, Viper, point-of-sale malware, botnet, info distillers, like whatever you want. So also it does have some capabilities like it can evade antivirus engines, it can bypass UTM email filters, avoid the AV detections, you know, avoid sandbox detections, VM detections. Currently, we used four languages of Python, Visual Basic 6, .NET, C++. We have the C# in the mind. We're going to add it to it later. Also, we use our scripts with VBScript. Okay, can it be more customized? The answer is yes. It's 451 obfuscations method from my try attack can be added to simulator. I'm pretty sure that you guys are familiar with that. So we definitely can customize any of these 455 techniques mentioned here. And what's the role of AI? Obviously, is so all codes, every code that has inside this simulator, it is generated by AI. There is no human hand being used. Everything is generated by AI. So as you might know, this is a traditional malware look like. Attacker create a phishing site or website or HTML, send it to the victim through the email, and there would be a CNC coming back and forth. Here we designed this system. So basically, we will act as an attacker. We're gonna send the email, or we deliver the links to you, and when it's running on the system, if it's run on your system correctly, we're able to bypass your EDR or your sandbox system, whatever. You will give us a notifications. Then when we notice if your system is able to catch the ransomware or keylogger, or able to um, uh, block it or not. So that's how it works. This is how we design it. And we try to make it so it bypass your UTM. So if this is specifically for EDR tests, so if you don't want your firewall like UTM or cloud services interfered, we can design it to be able to be unknown. This is how it works. You see, there's a HTML dropper. This is dropping an executable file in your system. As you can see, it's only 1 out of 65. Same thing with our keylogger. It's only 1 out of 75. We're going to see more example of it. This is a C# version of the keylogger. This is not already in the system at this moment. We have the C++ version of this one. It is every code that you will see here is generated by AI, no human being involved. This is our dropper example, and it will drop the executable or PDF files into the machines. Obviously, PDF would be malicious. These are the file types of we are supporting at this moment, so we can execute our export or compile version through this one. We're gonna see some samples very soon. So this is a VBS or VBS dropper. We're running just a VBS code, and it automatically download a file from our web hosting, and it's a malicious file, and it will run on the system. This is the bat version of the similar. It's only a bat file, so we'll send a bat file and it will download. So if your EDR is able to detect and block the sample, we know it works. We know that your sandbox or your EDR will able to interfere or block these samples. This is one of our tests that we're doing, and this is the HTML dropper. Basically, if your sandbox and or EDR were able to block the sample, it will block that. And these are keylogger. This is just for a test. In the real world, and in the final version of our samples is not like that. This is just for a test, so to show you that what we're capable of doing it. And we have some live demo. I'll also add. We'll show you some of other uh, mm, uh, capabilities that we have. So what tests that we can provide for you, obviously, is a drive-by download that you just saw, and we can also deliver it via the email links to you. And also for sandbox efficacy tests, um, we can test your sandbox ourselves. Like we can generate the samples, test our sandboxes ourselves, or we can give the samples to you and you do the test. Obviously, it would be a different in the prices. So what's the benefit of using the simulator? It's obviously improve your public test. You know, like if you have a public, if you're a vendor, cybersecurity vendor, it will help you to have a better public test. Also, if you have a zero trust system, you want to make sure that a zero trust is really works. That's just the way it is. And also, we're improving real-world sandbox test efficacy up to 35%. You can generate thousands of samples and make sure that your EDR is familiar with the type of ransomwares or malwares and things like that. And also, we provide private tests for a top secret client that would be a government agencies. And we also help you to improve your QA test and reducing false positive. We also generate clean files as well with AI. Okay, let's see the real-time demo. I think you might see a black screen.
Yes.
Now we see
Correct. Okay. So you can generate how many samples you want. You want 5, 10, 100, 200, whatever. Just to well, here we're just gonna start with one because it will take so much time. And so it will ask you what samples do you want, like what type of malware do you want to create. We will see a ransomware here. And then you say what the languages you want to do. Would you choose C++? And as you can see, it has already the source code, and now it's creating source files with this code has been generated, and it will compile it. As you can see, it just compiled the file, and now is processing the files to create an export with that. And you can add more features into it. And allow me to generate another one. Files I want to. I actually want to test it for you, so you will see how it works. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay, you can see this one is the one that is already created right here. And now when I create, is a ransomware, so I click on this. It's gonna change all these files in the current folder to the ransom, to the RSM. And I also have other example. Let me share my screen again. Okay, what example do you want? Let's say we saw the keyloggers, and let's do with the backdoors, number 4, and let's do C++. Again, it's creating a source files again. So this is compiling right now. Is this this tool is compiling a live and creating a source file, and it gave me one warning, but I think it should be fine. This is my test computer, so but I think it should be fine. Okay, let me see. Okay, so remember I just ran the system on I just ran the backdoor on the system, and now I type dir. It will give me the back. It's basically a backdoor. Remember these files that we just used, the ransomware, and we did that. So this is a backdoor example of AI malware generated. So once we gave you all of that, you will get this result from us. We will give you the efficacy, like what's your efficacy in ransomware, keyloggers, what's your EDR was able to pass all of 100 samples that we gave you. And the same thing with the techniques that you use. Again, this would be customizable. You can add or remove any techniques to your executable file as you want it. And then also, it's really good to see like if your sandbox or your EDR is able to catch samples in a different languages. Sometimes we have a sample, it's just the same code. We just compile it with the C++, and it will pass through. But when it compile with C sharp, it will get blocked. Is kind of weird. Things happen, but I think that's part of the test, and we ran these tests in a different vendors already, and the result, it was kind of surprising. So we do have a 40% discount before December 2024 for AMTSO members. And we also have a 25% discount before December 2024 on monthly membership. Our basic package is $19.99 and premium package is $49.99. Thank you so much. And this is my email. And I would be happy to have any feedbacks or answer any questions as you want.